Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Alex Hart here, and today in this video we're going to be going over the Tuesday, June 1st MLB games. We got 15 of them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not too much news to go on. We got a couple new guys breaking away from the pack with home run leads up to 17. We have quite a few games with double-digit scoring overall, and quite a few streaks coming to an end, specifically one of our favorites coming to an end, so that's at least very good news. Before we go on to the games, go down there, like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the community, join the discussion. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about the MLB games yesterday and going forward. First game of the night, we had the Indians 6, White Sox 5. Indians jumped out to a quick lead here, 2-0, and you would think that with Bieber on the mound, that would be pretty secure with a couple run lead here, but the White Sox bounced back right at the top of the second here with a 3-run inning. Cleveland then, however, bounces back themselves in the third and fourth, putting up a few runs and having a 6-3 lead for the rest of the game. Top of the ninth, the White Sox put up 2, and they're challenging for a tie game here, but they fall a little bit short, and Indians scrape by here with the win. Hedges hitting his third home run off of Cease, a 2-run shot in that fourth inning. Bieber goes 7, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. Like I said, should expect to win when Bieber gets a little bit of a lead, and that's the case here. Although it came close, Karinchak gets his 7th save of the season. On the other side, Dylan Cease goes 3.1, 6 earned runs, 2 strikeouts for a really rough outing for him, and one of his roughest as of late for sure. Moving along, we have the Baltimore Orioles 7, Twins 4. Hallelujah. The Orioles have won a game, and their 14-game losing streak has come to an end. Sure enough, it's on the back of another very struggling team in the Minnesota Twins. This very well could be the nail in the coffin for them on the season, really. Garlick, 4th home run of the season for them. Astudillo hits his 4th of the season. The Orioles started this one off in the first with a triple from Mullins, and they didn't really look back here. Maybe it was the 3rd inning when the triple happened, but either way, they score them, and they don't look back. They put up 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd to go up 5-1 at that point, and you're hoping that they can hold it. The Twins do start putting in runs 6th, 7th, and 8th, but not enough. Little too late, and the Orioles win this one. Severino, 2nd home run of the season, and Franco his 6th of the season, and then Pineda for the Twins, 3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, hardly gets out. It only goes 3 innings. That's pretty short. 53 pitches. Zimmerman on the other side, 5.1, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks in the win. And Orioles fans rejoicing that the losing streak is over. It's over. Yankees 5, Rays 3, and the Rays lose to the Yankees. Don't say that too often, but right now it's a split series, and I believe they play 2 more games. I believe it's a 4-game series this week, so that'll be awesome to see how they play the rest of this out. Tampa Bay got out to a 2-0 lead, and the Yankees got tied it right back up in the bottom of the 3rd. The Austin Meadows hit his 13th home run of the season in that first inning, and Kiermaier hit his 1st of the season in the 5th inning, which tied it again at 3-3. On the Yankee side, Aguilar hits his 2nd of the season, and that was a solo shot in the 4th, which gave the Yankees a 3-2 lead. And then Frazier hit his 5th of the season in the 11th inning, 2-run bomb, which is a walk-off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 11th. And the Yankees needed this. They needed to slow down these streaking Rays, and B, they needed to turn their losing around a little bit. Iran goes 5, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks. Glasnow 7, 3 earned runs, 8 Ks. Both the guys get no decision, and we go to the bullpens where the battle takes place. The Yankees use their best bullpens, and as we went over in the Rays video, they have bullpen from all sorts of angles, and they used a couple guys too. Sticking with that American League East, we got the Blue Jays 5, Marlins 1. This one is a Robbie Ray victory and a Vladdy Guerrero Jr. massive night. He had 4 hits, 3 RBIs, including his league-leading 17th home run, a 3-run bomb in that 3rd inning, in which they took a 3-0 lead and didn't really have to look back after that. Gurriel Jr. hits his 5th of the season, the 8th, to add a little bit of insurance. On the other side, the Marlins had no home runs. Alcantara goes 6, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks, and Robbie Ray, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 9 Ks for very, very good outing. A couple times he looked like he was going to get into trouble, especially early in this game, but he managed to get out of it, and the Blue Jays pick him a solid win here. Phillies 17, Reds 3, and I thought the Reds were going to go on a little bit of a streak here. They've been looking all right offensively wise, at least the past couple of days. They've been popping. They get out to 2-0 lead here off a home run in that second inning off the bat of Tyler Naquin, his 11th of the season. But after that, the Phillies tied up top and then take the lead in the fourth. And it gets as close as 4-3 in the bottom of the fifth. But then in the sixth, eighth, and ninth, the Phillies put up 13 combined runs. Home runs wise, we got a lot here for the Phillies. Torres hits his first. Odul Herrera hits 2. He's up to 4 on the season. McCutchen hits 2. He's up to 9 on the season. And Hoskins up to his 12th. And Joyce up to his 9th. So what's that, like 7 home runs for the Phillies? Yep. And Nola goes 5, 3 earned runs, 2 Ks. Sonny Gray goes 4.2, 3 earned runs, 8 Ks. So he had a pretty good outing. Drops to 1-4 on the season, but the bullpen just gets obliterated by the Reds. Story that we're all too familiar with in past seasons. And looks like it might start to be really leaking over to this season. Nationals 11, Braves 6. For me, this series was one where the Braves need to kind of come back if they're going to get back in this division hunt. On the other side, Nationals, they're not out of it. This division's wide open, and even though they're 7 games below 500, if they can start winning some of these division series, especially against the Braves, against the Mets, then we could very well see them back in this because they're capable. Home runs wise, Zimmerman hits his 6th of the season, Juan Soto his 5th. And for the Atlanta Braves, Acuna Jr. hit his 17th of the season as well, so he's tied up top. The two people, Acuna, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 17 home runs. He had a 3-hit night himself. Max Fried, 3.2, 5 earned runs, 7 Ks. He's just not seeming to get back to his former self of last year. Beginning of the year is rough. He got a little bit of an injury stint. And then he was pretty good for the first couple starts, but now we've had a couple starts in a row here where he hasn't. Strasburg only goes 1.11 earned run, 1K, and 30 pitches. There's obviously something there. I don't know. I didn't follow that part of the game, and by the time I was tuning in, he was out. So if someone saw what happened with him, fill us in, because there is no injury report today either to give us an update. Tigers 10, Brewers 7, and the Tigers continuing to have somewhat of a streaky past 2 weeks, and you got to start giving them a little bit of credit. Their offense has been good, and their pitching not so much in this game specifically, but overall has been getting them the wins. Tigers had a nice 6-run second inning, which probably is pretty much the difference for them. Hase hits 2 home runs, Scope 2 home runs. So after Jonathan Scope made the front page of our videos here, he's been just great. He's up to 7 on the season for the Brewers. Colton Wong had 2, so we had 3 guys here with 2 home runs. No, make that 4, because Taylor also had 2 home runs. So between 4 guys, we had 8 home runs. It's pretty interesting. It's got to be a first on the channel. Urias, his 6th of the season as well. Matt Boyd, 4.25 earned runs, 4 Ks, and then no decision. Lauer, 2 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 5 Ks in the loss here. And then you see Hauser, which is interesting, coming in for a 5-inning pitch relief appearance, which, I've talked about Hauser and being somewhat of the weaker part of the lineup here, of their rotation. So now he's there. That's pretty interesting to see how that's playing out. Cubs 4, Padres 3, and I think the big story here is Tatis left the game in about the 6th inning with oblique tightness, so hopefully everything works out for him. The Padres all-star has been on the DL a little bit this season already, so they can't really afford, considering how tight this National League West is, for that to happen. Cubs jumped out to a 2-0 lead here off the bat of Wisdom, hitting his 4th home run of the season, and then Wilson Contreras in this 5th inning hits another 2-run home run, and that's the offense for the Cubs. They answered back from the top of the 3rd, where the Padres had taken the lead and had a couple of home runs themselves. Top of the 5th, sorry. Cartini hit his 4th of the season, and Pham his 4th of the season. Hendricks goes 6, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks in the win, so he's up to 6-4 in the season. That's 10 decisions, and as of late, this Cubs bullpen's been amazing. And Kimbrel comes in, gets his 13th save of the season, striking out the side. For the Padres, Weathers goes 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He's 88 pitches in this one, so he's starting to stretch out a bit, and Padres are using him as such. Astros 5, Red Sox 1. Find it interesting. As soon as I start giving the Red Sox a little bit of credit in the power rankings, they start getting killed by the Astros. I'm sure it's one series, but it's kind of what I was seeing and why I was so hesitant to move them up so slowly, but it is what it is. No home runs from them. They just generated the 1 run, and then Altuve hits his 8th of the season for the Astros. They got out to a first inning leadoff home run from him. They didn't really look back because they made it 2-0, and there was 2-1 at its closest, and then in the bottom of the 7th, the Astros put up a 3 spot, and that was enough. Luis Garcia, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. He's been very good for the Astros so far this season. Garrett Richards, 6, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. Gets the loss in this decision. However, it's a fairly good outing, and in most nights with the Red Sox offense behind him, that's going to be enough to get him a win. Or at least a no decision, but that's not the case here. The Red Sox lose, and a little bit of streaking the other way. Royals 10, Pirates 5, and yeah, Royals are now 1 game above 500, and they were down 4-1 in this game, and then they put up 7 runs right in the middle of this game in back-to-back innings. Pretty much the biggest difference. Salvador Perez, 2 home runs himself. He's up to 12 on the season. Benintendi, his 5th home run of the season. For whatever reason, I find it strange. He had a grand slam, and he's been a little bit in the trade rumors going back to the Red Sox. I don't know if you guys heard about that or have any comments, but that's what I've been hearing. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because he just signed with the Royals, and the Royals are, in theory, in the playoff hunt. So why are they talking about trading one of their better guys? I'm not quite sure about that one. Brady Singer, 5.2, 4 earned runs, 6 Ks, and then the bullpen comes in and gets her done. And Crow, on the other side, 4 innings pitched, 8 earned runs. He's up to 7.26 ERA. It's a story of wild pitchers on this Pirates team. They're either getting crushed or they're doing all right. Rockies 3, Rangers 2. It's a battle of the lower stakes in the power rankings in the bottom row here, and the Rockies come away with a nice 11th inning walk-off win. No home runs from the Rockies. Chris Davis hits his first of the season. He's not getting regular playing time with the Rangers this season, so no surprise that it took him this long, but it was at one point a very important home run. Marquez goes 7, 1 earned run, 7 Ks for a very good outing for him. He's slowly bringing his ERA down. Givens gets the win in extras. That side, Dane Dunning goes 4.2, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks, and a little bit of a shorter outing. He goes 78 pitches, and then the Rangers lose this one in extras. Like I said, another extra innings game here. We got the Diamondbacks 6, Mets 5, and this one was a walk-off by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Bottom of the 10th, so that's the 3rd walk-off we've had already. Bottom of the 10th, they hit one right down the line. I saw some controversy whether this is fair or foul on Twitter. I watched the video myself, and honestly, from the angles I saw, you can't even tell whether it's fair or foul. So I feel like in the highlight videos that I was watching might have been done purposely. Hard to say. The Mets were up 4-0, I think, in this one. 4-0, yeah. And then Arizona on the bottom of the 6th made it 4-3. And in the bottom of the 9th, they tied it up 4-4. So again, come back from here, and then they come back at the bottom of the 10th and do that walk-off. McKinney has a double. We have and Lindor a triple. Domingo Smith, his 3rd home run of the season for the Mets. And then on the other side, P. Smith, 5th home run of the season for the D-backs. Caleb Smith goes 5, 2 earned runs, 2 Ks. Stroman goes 6, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks. Both of them get the no decision. Alex Young gets the win in this one, and May gets the lost bull and save in those extra innings. Angels 8, Giants 1, and the Angels, they got 8 early in this game and didn't have to look back after that. And the pitching kind of fell apart today for the Giants. Rare thing that we say, but it did happen. San Francisco got the 1 lone run in the bottom of the 7th, but didn't matter at that point. We have no home runs in all this game, so pretty interesting. Henny, 6.11 earned runs, 7 Ks. He's been pretty good his past 2 outings, so if only they could get some consistency from their pitching. 3.27 earned runs, 2 strikeouts for Alex Wood, and probably is one of his worst of the season. Not going to hold that game too much against the Giants because they've been so consistent for the most part. Athletics 12, Mariners 6. And the Mariners were out 4-1 here, and you were thinking that, okay, this is starting to be possibly in trouble for the Oakland A's in this division. Houston's heating up. They're starting to struggle a bit. The Mariners are even winning against them. But they popped off here in the top of the 7th with a 6-run inning and an 8th and 9th. They added 4 more combined for 10 runs late in this game off the bullpen of the Mariners. Trammell hits his 5th home run of the season, and Tom Murphy his 6th for the Mariners. And on the other side, Oakland, Olsen his 14th, and Tony Kemp his 2nd of the season. And that's those ones are really contributed to it. Bassett goes 4 earned runs, 6 Ks. And at the start of this game, I thought before it started that this was pretty much a lock for the A's because Bassett has been pretty amazing for them. Marco Gonzalez was 4, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. He outperforms Bassett on this given night, but the bullpen for the Mariners just couldn't hold it. As you can see there, 11 earned runs for the bullpen coming in for the last 5 innings. And that's definitely a struggle, but that's what's going to happen as you're growing this team. Kelenic, they moved him. They finally did it. They moved him out of the top of the lineup, but he still goes 0 for 3 strikeouts. He's down to 6th in the lineup, and we're going to keep an eye on that going forward. Cardinals 3, Dodgers 2. This one was a Cardinals, not quite a walk-off, but a 9th inning lead take where they end up winning this one. They were up 2-0 early in this game, and Dodgers had a 2-run inning in which Beatty hit a 2-run home run in that 7th inning, which tied it. But the Cardinals pretty much win this one off a nice catch by O'Neill. Gant goes 6 innings pitched, 0 earned run, 4 Ks. David Price had the little start here, 1.22 earned runs, 3 Ks, but it's one of those 50 pitches in not even 2 innings, so he didn't last very long. And sure enough, the Dodgers did have a comeback, but it was too late, and they couldn't close the deal, and the Cardinals win. So that basically wraps up the June 1st baseball games. We had 15 of them, like I said. June's here. Fresh page for a lot of teams, whether to turn the page from a bad May or in the Rays case an amazing May. Teams are hoping that they slow down now that we're in a new month. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and thanks for watching. We will see you guys for the next video.